By making just a few changes, you can literally double or triple your revenue. Just some simple things with your sales and marketing automations and the flows in your business. Sure, you know that you need to have an autoresponder sequence set up when you get a new lead or to welcome a new client or customer in. But let's think about some of those not so obvious things that might really be able to help you turn up the volume on that revenue generation and profit in your business, save time, increase outcomes, and make it all just a little bit easier. Today's video dives into the integrations that I recommend at various stages of business growth. Some simple things almost all digital entrepreneurs can implement right now to give it a test run. So with just a few tweaks, you can literally increase your revenue dramatically. With just a few tweaks, you can likely increase your revenue dramatically. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button so you know when I post new videos about growing your business online. I'm Penny Kelly, business growth strategist and founder here at Marketing Profit School. And I've used these same processes leading or training hundreds of entrepreneurs to grow their business online since 2014. So let's get back to the content. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Automation gets a bad rep a lot of the times because people think of it as like they're just turning it over like a babysitter, like autopilot for their business. And that's absolutely not the way it works, not the way it should work anyway. Just like ChatGPT and AI and using tools to help us write content or get ideas for content, you're not turning over the entire process. I'm sure that some people are doing that, but the best use case is when you find ways to fold it into your business and just make things work better and faster. So you're getting more done in less time and making more money at the end of the day. So we don't want to rely solely on the tools and the automations at any point in our business. And the goal is to use them to enhance the user experience while freeing up our time to focus on the really important things that need our time and attention. So let's talk about some use case examples for this. First, user experience. This is a key thing here. Your marketing should be aligned with your user experience, your customer experience, your customer journey. Your marketing is going to attach to that customer journey along every piece of the path. So the idea is that you have to consider that user experience, or else it doesn't matter how fancy your automation is, it's not going to work because it's not going to resonate with your audience. It's not going to feel relevant to them. So the goal is to help the audience and potential customers until they become customers, and consider the marketing you're doing from their perspective. Make sure you're helping them. Now, let's start with your email autoresponder sequences. This is the automated emails people get when they sign up for a lead magnet or your newsletter or something like that. Maybe your podcast, maybe your YouTube channel, whatever you use to get people onto your email list. Now, if someone doesn't take specific actions, like buying something right now or signing up for a webinar or workshop, whatever that next call to action is, you can put them through a sequence. And if they don't take that action, you can drop them into another sequence. You can drop them into 3, 4, or 5 sequences over time or more, just ever how much time it takes you to write those sequences and to have those be meaningful engagements with those prospective customers or clients. So something else you can think about doing is you could think about using chatbots in your business. I know they kind of fell out of favor for a while when we weren't allowed to do the broadcast anymore, and then people were getting shut down and all that craziness, but they're back. So you can actually do broadcast again. They have 3 different levels. If you do every day, I think it's like a month or 6 months. And if you do once a week, I think it's 6 months or a year. And then once a month, it's like a year or 2 years. So they have guidelines on there. They've got guardrails to protect the subscribers from not getting something forever. But it is set up to help you build relationships. And I think chatbots are definitely a way where you can meet people where they are. You're already on the social platform, so you're just having a conversation with them in Messenger or in their Instagram DMs. ManyChat also does WhatsApp, and they do Telegram. I don't use those with it. I just use Facebook and Instagram. And then, also just the manual messages you can do on LinkedIn and other platforms as well. So this is a way where you could have a conversation, use your FAQs, do some light customer service or send them to customer service, give them an easy way to get there. Make it easy for the people coming in to find what they're looking for and to see how to connect with you or get an answer to a question. This is also one of the ways that you can start segmenting people. In my own business, I have ManyChat connected to ActiveCampaign, so any segmentation that happens in the chatbot is automatically reflected over on the ActiveCampaign site, so that we're segmenting based on behavior and showing people things that are relevant to them. So that is important. You can also connect your bot. Your bot's naturally going to be connected to your Meta platform, your Facebook and Instagram, and your ActiveCampaign or your email client to custom audiences in Facebook and other advertising platforms, specifically for Meta advertising for Facebook and Instagram. That is another way that you can sort of connect everything and make it easier. You don't have to download those lists and upload them to the platform. You can just hook them up and they automatically update. So if you know someone who would appreciate this content, please share the video so your friends and followers can benefit too. And now we're going to hop back in over to email for a minute. I know I mentioned ActiveCampaign just a moment ago, and this is sort of a full function. It has a CRM at the, I think the professional level or higher, or maybe the plus level. ConvertKit is another pretty good one. It's not quite as robust as ActiveCampaign. It's also easier to learn how to use. ActiveCampaign has a little bit longer or steeper of a learning curve. And then there are things like Keep or Entreport that kind of does everything for you. So it just depends on what you want, or like, the Mac Daddy, like HubSpot, that like you can do everything and run your dishwasher, I think, with HubSpot. But for now, I want to focus on what I know ActiveCampaign does because it's the one that I use and it's a fairly popular option right now. So some of the things that I set up with automations that can make your life easier and help you connect with those new leads or prospects coming in are things like keeping track of where they are in your sales pipeline. You can set up pipelines, you can make notes, you can move them through the pipeline, say the deal was won or lost, or put them in a drip sequence after that, knowing that they have expressed interest in working with you beyond a paid course or something along those lines. You can also separate the segments of your audience for services versus courses versus interested in your book that you're writing or whatever else it is you have going on. And so that way you're not sending things that are completely irrelevant to someone dropping into their inbox every week or every day or anything like that. So this saves a ton of time. And I just want to give you a couple of examples of how it saves a ton of time in your business. And you can do simple automations. When someone completes a course or spends a certain amount of time on a specific web page, like a Work With Me page, for example, I can get a tag added. And this is because ActiveCampaign has a little piece of tracking code. So I can set up these automations for when these things happen for it to notify me. So I can say, hey, congratulations on finishing that course. Or, hey, I see you were checking this out and you seem to be thinking about it. Do you just want to hop on a quick Zoom and see if you have questions, or if there's any questions I can answer, things like that. Make it very easy for them to say yes and to get pulled a little bit closer to you to learn about your business. That's what it's all about. It's all about pulling them in closer with the marketing instead of pushing everything out there with the sales. Makes the sales so much easier when you get to that point. So the thing that we're thinking about is any place in your business where there are tasks that are repetitive every time a certain activity occurs, every time a new lead or a new client comes through that process. Things like onboarding, offboarding, welcoming new course buyers or subscribers. Those are the kinds of things that you can set up with at least some automation. Even in my business with new client onboarding, everything is not automated, but a lot of it is automated. And I do have checklists and I have it connected to my productivity tool so that it duplicates a template and I know what needs to be done and I know when things have been done and all of that. So it's a little bit of a peace of mind that you're freeing up those brain calories, if you will, so you're not getting bogged down on, do I need to do this? Did my VA do that? What do I need to do about this other new person that, they signed their contract, but they haven't made the payment yet? You can just sort of see everything in one place because you have the systems in place and the automations in place So I have talked a lot about automation, but I also want to mention just a minute, part of this is systems as well. So I use ClickUp in my business, and I think it's really cool. It will do almost anything. It may be a bit much, so you might want to go to Trello or Asana or one of the other ones. I don't think there's a bad choice out there. I like ClickUp. It's very inexpensive at the paid level. They do have a free version too. I just like the bells and whistles that come with the paid version. So having some kind of project management tool really helps you feel like you're in control of your business. And it's great to have just a list in there that's sort of brain dumping. So you get those ideas out of your head, you get them on paper, and they can just live there until you have time to go back to them, or until you're trying to come up with content to write or whatever. You can go check that brain dump folder and see what's going on in there and come up with the idea that leads to the idea that's a fabulous thing for you, your business, and your audience. So the goal is to save you time. It's also to build a stronger connection and relationship with the marketplace, and to make more money in your business because you're serving more people in a more defined, predictable way. So creating that predictable growth is what I'm all about. With the systems in place so that you know every time I do this many times, I am probably going to make this much money in my business. I'm going to help this many people do whatever that transformation is that I help them do in their business. In my business, it's helping them grow their business. A little meta there, right? And so that's just getting the systems in place so that you have the predictability in your revenue, in your profit, in your business overall. So there are tons of ways you can implement it and save time and energy where you might be spending all that on those repetitive tasks right now. The big picture is to use it for these tasks so they don't have to be done by a human. You're freeing up your time for more important things that need a personal touch, that really help you make a stronger connection with your prospects and your customers. So when they can run in the background and you can spend more time talking to people, closing sales, serving your clients, it really is a win-win for everyone. That's how you can rapidly increase your revenue, tweaking your funnel and getting all of these other things. That's why there are 6 profit pillars in place. So let's talk about a recap for some of these things that you can put in your business and start testing right now. Email. Let's think about nurturing new leads. Test offers to see what they want. Segment based on behaviors and make personalized offers. Enhance your retention and referrals. Now, chatbots. FAQs or a simple customer service or a way to get to customer service even. Lead generation, reminders for live events like webinars or challenges, follow-up sequences, and you can also use this to segment and make personal offers. Now, let's take a moment before we wrap up to talk about data-driven decisions, because that's what growth marketing is all about. Aligning our marketing with our customer journey, customer experience, and making data-driven decisions. When we get our tools talking to each other and we segment our list and we're A/B split testing and we're doing all the cool things that smart marketers do, then we can make more data-driven decisions. And this allows us to do things like spend more money on our marketing because we're making more money. So some of the ways you can use automation or systems in that is you can have a naming convention or something automated for your UTM tracking that goes into your campaigns and source and medium in your Google Analytics. And little side note, make sure that you're getting Google Analytics 4 onto all your sites and pages so you're ready for the summer, because I think it's going to be bigger than Y2K. We'll talk about that video after next, 2 videos from now. We're going to talk about that. So this is how a tiny business can feel like a professional enterprise without feeling like it's fake or insincere, because you're making genuine connections. But you have these little bitty automations running in the background, making things easier for you, simple for your customer or client, easy to follow, easy to connect, easy for them to say yes. That is the goal. So That is it for today. And if you are curious about what's stopping your business from growing right now, take the free quiz. You'll find the link in the description to this video. Or if you just want to talk about working directly with me, see if my team and I can help you, or if one of our coaching programs can give you the little bit of boost and accountability you need to get over that hump to the next growth rung on your ladder, then go ahead and check out the links below. I'd love to have a conversation with you and see if you're a fit for either of our services or programs. And if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when new things drop, and share it with a friend. If there's something particular you like or something else you would like to see content around, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I would love to start a conversation and see how I can help you grow your business faster. I'm Penny with Marketing Profit School, and I will see you on the next video.